week, I guess, is going to be a Thursday. I'm not sure. I didn't really look. When it's going to be Tu B'Shvat. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Where's my mark? There it is. We are actually on page Kuf Pei. Kuf Pei at the bottom of the page. So we have been talking about the celebration or the entertainment that sometimes they use the translation entertainment. So it seems a little bit weak. Celebrate maybe a little bit too strong. There's a word in between them, I think. I don't know what it is. So he said, Niknas HaKodesh Baruch began Eid Nishta Sheya Sham B'Nishamas HaTzadikim. So we've been talking about what does this mean. I'm not sure that I understand from all in Beforshim, is that sometimes it goes down and sometimes the tzaddikim are coming up. This is the concept of the root dot. So we argued about what is that root dot, or we understood, I think that root dot is the keser of Rachel. So it's going to wind up going into Bria. B'sham mishtaz sheya, and when it goes into Bria, then it has this, I don't want to say like it parties. I mean, I don't know what the right word is, because we have to figure out really what mishtaz sheya means. B'nishbal seichem shal tzadikim. So there, this celebration takes place. But parties Rimon the Ramak, Chager ma inyan hashashu azet. So what are we talking about? What actually happens when we talk about, so they rejoice together. How about that? They rejoice together, or just keep working on the word. So now from the Zohar he says, so that the Inyan is not through the Zivug Elyon Shebein Zer Anpin and Malchut Batzilus. That's not what's happening here. Ela Inyanahu Kabbalah Shefa. So what does it mean? Shemekabelas Ashkina Mahanahar Elyon, so that the actual Shashua that we're talking about. So I think like Shashua means like sharing in some way too. I mean, like, everybody's that is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and now he says the Shechina are enjoying each other. What does it mean? He says it means Shefa Shemekabelas Ashkina, that there's now a flow from the upper river. That is the upper flow, which is the aguf of Zeranpin. And from this shefa, nishbagam el tzadikim, it also flows into the tzadikim. So v'zah im hamalchus mizgala b'nechem, and I'm not sure what this means, but he says that as that flow is coming and as all this is happening, the zah now with malchus is revealed between them. I'm not sure exactly how that is. Let's say the flow, let's say the flow of this shefa comes first, and then outside of that, or that's what's the inside, and then after that, that is the flow from up above, that river he talked about. And because this is all happening, Zer Anpin and the Nukva are also the partsuf in which this flow is taking place. Mitziyusim Yisyachadim, so they all come together. Vorchat Tzadikim Noisif, and it builds up the light that comes to the Tzadikim. V'hainu Sha'ashuyim, that is the Sha'ashuyim. It says that in that mix, somehow that he's saying that there's a mix of the flow that's coming into the Shechina. The flow that's coming into the Shechina is the Shechina's Malchus. So whether there's attachment in order to get into to Malchus, it has to go through the Yisod of Zeranpin, and therefore we have this flow coming into from Zeranpin into Malchus. B'meila, that's a yichud. Okay, so let's go to the next part. We have 3 minutes. Okay. So when it gets really short, I guess like next week is going to be even shorter, and then I don't know what happens if daylight savings is around the corner. So as you read this Rachel, the Bria he machmas of a Nuseinu, besod Gala the Shechina, v'Kodesh Baruch Hu v'Rachel tzoakim v'boichim al zeh. So he says, so this is a peach to look at. Isha, so he said at midnight he saw that there's a woman lying at his feet. Because before midnight she's with him, but she's on his back. And we know this is the process of an asir of sorts, which is an olam abriya, which are in olam abriya. Until you get to the bottom of his feet, everything is atzilus. So she goes down and he's very upset because of the fact that his mate is no longer in his universe. That she fell down into olam abriya. He says, Ki, it says like this, who's a man zivug elyon dezun. Of a makomos acherim mashma, ki zecha bezivud achatz as a lider who bezivud abba ve'ima. But the sea v'zur v'chu sasum v'ne'ela v'ne'asim ha'atzmo shalo yidei ma'isa tachtayna v'tifilasim. So that has to be examined what he actually means, what would happen between zun. Then we said another place it says it's abba ve'ima. And the three of them contradict each other. So one, a little bit more. Ak b'mashin is boyer la'el. So what does this say up above? Shlosh t'chamechem emes. Ki bechinas rochel sheyarda demata bebriya ve'ein locha v'chavizivog im bailazah amra v'shehine heim mishta shaus b'nishmal sechem shal tzadikim. But they do. They party with their they had this tremendous time together with the shamas of tzadikim. And then there's the hearing of the kol that comes from those who are learning Torah at midnight. So let's take Leah, who has a yichud of Yaakov after midnight. That's when we say zun, because apparently zun means the female aspect and the male aspect, and sometimes it's Rachel, sometimes it's Leah. This is also called a shashua, so it needs to be examined more. In the neshamas kagon la'el b'techidus drush there, ki hu inyan aliyas on the shamos is the concept of the elevation of the neshama besod man el Leah to Leah, v'lehioski Yaakov v'Leah who sod acharayim atzmon the Abba ve'ima kamavur. So let's get to another place and we'll see that what is in fact Yaakov Leah, that yichud. The secret of the backsides of Abba ve'ima kabavur etzlenu, that's where Leah is located. Ki l'chein nikros Leah alma de'iskazia. For this reason, she's called that. L'chein hizkiruchu b'shem zivug Abba ve'ima. So therefore, we're talking about here. It's in the same vein as the yichud that takes place between Abba ve'ima. But it's only that, and we will see the TIV in the next round, and we'll get a better understanding of all of this he's talking about. Kol Tuv, thank you for learning with me.